This is not like shocker, bombshell. Oh God! Oh, we're through the looking glass here, people. Can you believe what they're doing right now? They're diversity, and soon we're gonna have women. We're gonna have women writers, and they'll be writing the streets, and they'll get their moon's blood. And every time their moon blood comes, they're gonna be writing scripts about moon's blood. It'll basically be there'll be a whole Marvel series about moon's blood, and then we'll have to talk about that. And then all the bears will come down, and then the gay bears will then attack those bears. Whimsical world of Doomcock. And to people asking, yes, I have the Doomcock Nazi website ready. So I'm gonna can I even watch that on stream? That one's gonna be way too yikesy, right? Well, maybe I'll just show what it looks like on stream afterwards. But anyways, I'm curious. I've never enjoyed the pleasures of Doomcock in my mouth, so let's have this.
Hail, my friends. Please check to make sure that
already like this so much more. Infinitely better. Infinite, like the pageantry alone. Like, boom, like power to the pageantry. That's all I'll say. It makes such a difference. Like, compared to Mr. Obvious, this is infinitely better. Bravo, Doomcock. Bring on the cock.
you are still subscribed to this channel. People do get unsubscribed every day. And consider, please, joining my channel membership. You get exclusive videos, exclusive members only.
See, like, this is what you need to do, man. This is the game. Hey, all you lefties who are like, hey, I've got this new leftist channel. I want to be a bread tuber. It's basically where I'm going to read Mutual Aid by Kropotkin, and I'll do chapter by chapter, and I'll just have this one little avatar in the middle, and it'll just be like a cute little uwu. No, up your game, up your pageantry. Every single one of you, okay? Start getting the Dominion levels, get those custom badges, get the emojis, get these look at these cute little emoticons. They're pretty scuffed. Still, he's putting the effort.
Live streams, emojis, and more. Join the Doomcock Army. We need you, my friends.
The
Thank
Doomcock
you, and
Army.
Enjoy this video. Hollywood has gone mad. That's the only way I can describe the current state of affairs there. A madness springing from the contradiction between Hollywood's desire to brainwash America with social engineering propaganda and its desire to save itself from the harsh new economic realities of a post-contagion world. Disney, on the one hand, hit particularly hard in its theme parks and resort enterprises, has reportedly decided it will be a strictly for-profit business moving forward, according to the recent rumors. On the other hand, the Oscars have gone full-blown, over-the-top, insanely woke by inserting quotas into their award criteria, stating that moving forward, any film that does not conform to strict diversity guidelines in its production will not be eligible for Oscars, thus removing the whole art thing from the Academy of Motion Picture.
I assume that Doomcock appeals to someone who's already on that side of the fence, because I don't know if you could send this to somebody and be like, hey, I want to doom pill you or cock pill you. I'd like to cock pill my friends. So is there a good video that you have on why the Hollywood elites are basically controlling the world and why their decadence and pedophilia is taking us all down? Well, you need the cock pill.
Arts and Sciences, which is now dedicated exclusively to math and social studies. I wonder if the statues themselves will come in different colors now, or is it only society that has to conform to diversity guidelines? After all, we wouldn't want the Oscars to have to break with their traditions, right? But I digress. Even as Disney is starting to recognize the importance of, at the very least, no longer antagonizing and alienating their audience, it appears that another studio that is...
What the fuck are you talking about? Is this still that time-honored old tradition where it's like, oh, they went woke. They went too woke. Oh man, Disney, did you see Star Wars? Fuck, they went woke, went broke. Yeah, but they learned. They're gonna pull it all back. You know, Disney has canceled that new that new cartoon that was coming out with the trans princess. That one's not coming out anymore because, of course, Disney realized their mistakes. They've pulled back. There's no longer going to be black protagonists, female protagonists. No, we're going to be white cishet dudes from here on out. We fixed it. We saw the problem. None of those movies made any money whatsoever. They weren't immensely profitable globally. Just learn from your mistakes.
Has recently been doing much better than Disney, is now tired of succeeding, and is planning to set its own ass on fire in an orgy of self-immolation. Internal memo from Universal Filmed Entertainment Group stating that a social justice agenda will now be driving not only hiring, but content from Universal Studios, DreamWorks, and NBC Universal.
My God.
In other words, Universal is now going woke.
My God.
There's nothing wrong with having diversity in films. In general, it's a perfectly fine thing to do because a lot of times the race or sex of a character is irrelevant, and the best actor or actress should be hired for the job. I think that's just common sense.
Okay, so I see what's going on here. We're getting a little bit of this.
Clean up your room. Clean up your room. Clean up your room. When it comes to this serious business of sex,
mandate diversity quotas determined according to formulas designed to prioritize diversity over narrative coherence or common sense, you start getting diverse Viking epics and stories where Robin Hood is a proud black woman, which was frequently the case in England. An inclusion committee that will take an active role in enhancing and implementing strategies to increase diversity, equity, and inclusion in both the studio's creative endeavors and within our workforce culture, in collaboration and partnership with all UFEG employees. The guiding principle of the committee is to empower voices to tell stories that reflect our global marketplace and the diverse audiences we serve, as well as proactively develop a just and inclusive.
It's not just actors, by the way. I hope he realizes that. I mean, I'm gonna give the cock some credit. All right, I'm gonna credit the cock. I'm assuming that he'll start talking about the hiring practices as well, because that actually is a bit more important than simply seeing representation in film. And representation in film is important. It absolutely is. But at the same time, this is about hiring, recruitment, retention, and development efforts, feeding the talent pipeline.
Workforce culture where individuals of all backgrounds can thrive. The committee will focus on 5 key pillars: workforce strategies and practices, hiring, recruitment, retention, and development efforts, feeding the talent pipeline, culture and belonging. Develop strategies to embed diversity, equity, and inclusion values, practices, and goals into our core business in conjunction with senior management accountability. Creative partners and storytelling. Develop strategies to increase inclusion and representation in storytelling, filmmakers, and talent behind and on camera. Business partners and practices. Create strategies and leverage existing NBCU resources to ensure diversity, equity, and inclusion.
So I don't know why he's losing his mind over this, but I mean, if I could steel man cock for a second here, and if I could use some steel cock, and yes, I'm going to say cock as many times as possible because I just love, the feel of cock. But anyways, when it comes to this, culture and belonging, development strategies to embed diversity, equity, inclusion values, practices, goals in our core business in conjunction with senior management and accountability, creative partners and storytelling, develop strategies to increase. This is standard HR shit. Like this is what most HRs do. This is not like shocker, bombshell. Oh God. Oh, we're through the looking glass here, people. Can you believe what they're doing right now? They're diversity, and soon we're gonna have women. We're gonna have women writers, and they'll be writing the streets, and they'll get their moon's blood. And every time their moon blood comes, they're gonna be writing scripts about moon's blood. It'll basically there'll be a whole Marvel series about moon's blood, and then we'll have to talk about that. And then all the bears will come down, and then the gay bears will then attack those bears. And you know how it goes.
Are implemented in how core business is conducted. Very excited to announce the committee members who represent various areas across.
Holy shit, it does sound like Dennis Prager. Holy shit, is this Dennis Prager? Is this his side project? Is this what he does when the cameras are off? So, my wife wasn't in the mood, part 4. And now that she's not in the mood, I decided to put on the mask and tell everybody about that.
Across UFEG, and will serve as thought leaders to bring about sustainable change for their respective pillar. These members are in addition to the hundreds of employees who have signed up to be a part of the
I can't get it out of my ears now. It's all I hear.
As well as numerous subcommittees that will be established to help support our priorities.
Is this entire thing you reading this document? Jesus, Doomcock. All your pageantry points are going out the window.
So there you have it. Universal is going full woke now. They have drunk the Kool-Aid, and they have decided they're going into the social engineering business, and their motion picture division is henceforth going to be dedicated to advancing the cause of social justice around the world. This is their priority now. But as customers, as film fans, which I assume a lot of you are, do any of you think this means their movies will be better?
Do you like movies, everyone? Do you like movies and taking in carbon and producing carbon into energy? Then this video is for you.
Or worse? Making movies under the best of circumstances is a difficult proposition, and making great movies is nigh unto impossible. Happens once in a blue moon, when all the stars align and the right people come together. It is a freak accident. And when making a great movie isn't even a priority anymore, those blue moons are going to have to stack up a long time before you get another Back to the Future level movie, folks. All the cinematic output from Universal Studios, DreamWorks, and NBC Universal moving forward are going to be double filtered before it even reaches your eyes. The first filter will of course be Universal's own internal policies where everything is being metered and weighed and wokeified. And then it's going to be filtered again through the Oscars, because every movie is going to want to have the potential to win an Oscar. So they're going to make damn sure that they conform not only to Universal's internal metrics for wokeness, but also the Oscars' diversity formulas, because they don't want to be excluded.
Through the looking glass here, people. Like, now it's the whole pipeline has been introduced. First, they're going to wokeify Hollywood. They're going to wokeify the entertainment industry. And then the wokeified Oscars are going to nominate those wokeified films for wokeified awards. Then once they get those wokeified awards, they'll use them to abduct children and have sex with them and then eat their bodies afterwards.
So where in all of this does a great script fall? Where does a compelling performance fall? Personally, I think it falls through the cracks.
Oh man, I was really hoping he was going to be like, it falls on Back to the Future. Michael J. Fox, the only good actor that has ever lived. And unfortunately, he does not make movies anymore.
I think when you have art that does not prioritize art, you no longer have art, you have propaganda.
Uh-oh.
As a film fan, a lifelong film fan, I find this heartbreaking. I just want some good movies. I don't mind at all diversity. I think it's a good idea, as I said before. But when it becomes the overriding policy, when it becomes the primary concern, you're not going to get great movies. You're not going to get great anything. So it's looking like a win for those who want to see society re-engineered, etc., and so on. And it's looking like a loss for those of us who just want some good movies. Free of all the math, the social studies, and the propaganda.
Wait, that's what you have a problem with? Is math? I thought it was diversity. Why no math? How does that work? I'm pretty sure, I mean, I could be wrong. It's been a while since I watched the Back to the Future trilogy. There's got to be at least one point where a single number is uttered, you know? Like, I don't even remember how that goes, but he's like, gadgets, gizmos, we got to go with the flux capacitor right now. It uses like 26 kilohertz. Oh, shut it off. Shut it off. Math. What is this? Mathematics. Here to propagate.
From the center of
1.21 gigawatts. That is right. Well done. 1.21 gigawatts. See, at that exact moment, he would have turned it off. Yep. There's liberal indoctrination here. They're just trying to push the radical agenda on me.
1.21 gigawatts.
Nice, Purple Squirrel. You got it. Gigawatts.
Of the Earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry.
Stay angry. Damn. I gotta be honest, I like the pageantry alone puts him a little bit higher than the rest of the social. Like, I'd rather look at that than look at whatever the Quarterine's face is, Like, what? Oh, people are roasting me for the gigawatts? It's gigawatts? It's been a while. It's been a while.
This may seem impossible, but if the summer has taught you anything, it should be that if even a billionaire Jew with blackmail material can be brought down, then anyone can. Until next time, hail victory!
To our God, I'm Raft. We pray at your altar of greatness. To our monarch, Thomas Bone, you are the light that guides our path. To our lords, Jeffrey Lamb, Trevor R., Stephen, Ninetails Cosmic Fox, Hans Josephine, and Poppy Nelson, we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our Knights of the Round Table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Byth, Alexander Thaler, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Clement Chetska, Skybear Games, Moss Beast, Political Puppy, Ali Menthol, Jimmy Bignuts, Alan R., Andreas Chitoro, Good Poon Hates Cops, That's Solid Poon Then, Dr. Zayas, Joppy, Radiclu, Violent Orchard, and Sophie Baby, we salute you. And to our many merchants and farmers, thank you.